Alright, welcome back everybody to the show here, as we are getting into our second map, which is going to be Mirage, and it's between London Conspiracy and mousesports in the Caseking, King of Kings. Needs way more kings. That's what we need. Semler, what's up? Did you...
Right. No, I didn't. I just have to remember to hit that push to talk button.
Yes.
I'm actually wondering right now what LC are going to do, because Overpass was LC's map pick.
Yes.
Mousesports picked Mirage. Mousesports proceeded to basically dismantle LC on Overpass. So what happens on Mirage, Anders?
Horrible, horrible things. Actually, I don't think there are many teams that really enjoy playing mousesports on Mirage. Even teams that are traditionally really good on it. I mean, we've seen Navi struggle against. I think we even see mousesports beat Navi on Mirage Online. So I just think you want to avoid Mirage and Dust 2 when you're playing mousesports. But obviously, you know, if you're London Conspiracy, do you want to play Cobblestone? Do you want to play Cash? I mean, these aren't strong maps for London Conspiracy as far as we know either. So I think they just had a tough choice during the picking and banning phase here, and it ended up this way. So I don't know. I predict the mousesports is going to be. I thought if London Conspiracy had a chance, it would have been taking Overpass, losing Mirage, and then maybe, you know, Dust 2. You can definitely beat mousesports on Dust 2. That's like, you know, that's anybody's map, it seems like.
Yeah, anything is possible on Dust 2. Although mousesports are nightmares to play on that map as well, because it kind of favors aggression, even on CT's side. You know, like that risky play that mousesports love, that works marvelously well on Dust 2. So it would be it's a tough 3 maps that LC have wound up here with, basically wound up with.
Well, Slicenberg is saying in our chat, one of our subscribers is saying, just avoid them online and play them on LAN instead. That's definitely a good choice. I mean, I like the creativity. It's going to be tough sometimes. Yeah, so much of Counter-Strike is online, which is probably going to change in 2015, I imagine. But we'll see, we'll see. Today has been mostly good, so, you know, fingers crossed and knock on wood and all that stuff. Hopefully we don't jinx it too much. I don't know what to say. I think it's going to be really tough. I think the Norwegian team has an incredible amount of skill on it, but like we were talking, actually, I don't know if you were here for this, but Natu mentioned yesterday, actually one of the problems, as far as he's aware, that LC have, is that they have some people who work nights some evenings, so, you know, their practice schedule is always a little bit tricky, and they don't always get as much practice in as they want to, and that is actually a big deal for every team. Having consistent practice with the same 5 people makes a really big difference.
Yeah, no, that is a real difficulty, because basically you're talking about trying to set up a schedule. I'm not sure, I think it's PRB who has night class on Thursdays, for example. Stuff like that, you know, makes it really tough, because when a lot of your practice, predominantly when all of your practice pretty much is at night, you know, starting at like 7 p.m., 7 p.m., and you get on and you prac for 5 hours, if 2 of your teammates can't be there because they have night classes, what do? It's just like, okay, well, we can't actually prac, and then the team, it's going to be harder and harder to find prac, because other teams will get the slots that you would otherwise want to get.
Yeah.
So it's not the easiest solution for sure. Question is then, you know, it's just like, how do you address that? Because school is school, and income isn't there for all the teams to be able to do it full time either. You know, a lot of players are still working part-time, full-time jobs on top of playing, right? Because they aren't able to pull in a salary that can fully support them. So, you know, do you drop out of school to be able to do it? That's the tough thing.
Well, I think that what you just described is actually the gap that's keeping a lot of people away from potentially being pro gamers, or, you know, pro Counter-Strike players, if you want to say that, because, you know, I think it's true, making that choice is a really, really hard one at the moment, and one that very few people do.
Especially for LC, if you haven't even made the major, right? If you're no longer in the even top 16 at the majors, you know, you made good money even off of the stickers. So now if you don't have that to fall back on, it's really rough for you. Mousesports, same could be said for them, because they aren't at the major either. So it's pretty brutal right now.
Yeah, well, maybe they can win some money here on our stream, and that'll help out just a tiny bit. Maybe they can make some more lands and practice that too. It's going to be 1-on-3 here for PRB. It's the 9th round, and Mirage is a sort of somewhat even map. I mean, it's CT side, sure, but you can actually win a bunch of rounds on the terror side if you do well. I still think it would have been nice for London Conspiracy to have won this 9th round, just because of, you know, the added pressure that's on them currently. But obviously, mousesports are going to choose to start on the CT side. So again, welcome to the show, everyone. Hope you are enjoying your evening here at Room on Fire. Remember, this is the Caseking, King of Kings tournament. We've got London Conspiracy and mousesports. It's the second map currently, with mousesports having already won the first one on Overpass. Remember, please, if you want to help us out and support our sponsors who make all of this possible, go to facebook.com/Caseking Gaming and sign up there. Now, Semler, they're moving quite quickly towards the speed bomb site.
Yeah, and just as you say that, of course, they decide to slow down, but the bomb is leading it the way. So this does lend us, I mean, does lend itself to a B push. That's going to be coming through.
Oh, the smoke is great. Legia's going to have to run in to try and be on the right side of it. I love that from London Conspiracy. Such smart play. Now he's on the wrong side anyway. They take the bomb site without dropping anybody. This is cool.
I really like it from mousesports as well, though. That's them keeping their cool, not going for the signature risky play that we expect to see from mousesports, you know? Legia could very well YOLO through that smoke and try and stop him. Instead, they're playing for the retake, and Alu will find the first kill on Rubino.
Oh, that's a big issue now. LC, they've done so well. Can they hold on? Chris runs in and lands nothing but headshots. Needs one more. It's a 2-on-1, and Rain is trapped by the bench here. He's going to go down, and the defuse. Do they have the kit? Chris is running in. And I think
he's not going to have the time.
Is he not? Oh, no.
He's a second off.
So, London Conspiracy, I mean, that was actually an incredibly impressive retake from mousesports. It should have never got that close, but they just weren't in time. So, London Conspiracy come out on top. What a great way to start.
Man, that is heartbreaking for Chris as well, because Legia was carrying the kit, and he dies 2 steps too far, basically. Chris had to walk all the way back onto short and come back to that bomb. If Legia had YOLO'd onto the site and managed to make it a bit farther, Chris gets that defuse. So that was really close. mousesports were right on the edge of actually pulling off that round and that retake. But I do like the fact that they did decide to back off and not take risks, just play with the team, rather than try and push through smoke and take make risky plays.
You're right, because, I mean, if Legia had really committed to this, I mean, I think you're right. Like, 9 times out of 10, he just kind of dies. I'm not sure why that didn't hit. Chris just, I don't know, is he shooting blanks up towards Polly? That was weird.
Polly getting out of that. Again, retake scenario here for mousesports. Although they're going to go for a bit of a boost play. This is very cool. 2 players up here as well.
They really mean business, don't they? Grenades raining in as well, and they're doing some damage, but they haven't found the kills just yet. So a lot of damage. Finally, Chris comes in with a headshot there. It's going to be down to a 2-on-4 right now. And again, more exit kills is the name of the game here for mousesports. Tabson actually spent all his money as the only one. I'm wondering what's going on here, because everyone else on mousesports still has a fair bit, especially Chris, who's obviously going to be buying an AWP later.
Yeah, and Chris has been picking up a lot of frags. Alu's going to be the man trying to hold on this position. Doesn't need to push in here. He's just waiting, because he's got that Kevlar, he's got that CZ, so doesn't want to take the risk of throwing away that gear. Perfectly understandable.
Let me give a quick shout in the meantime to Weber, who's in the channel, saying that the reason why EG haven't got a Counter-Strike team yet, which, by the way, they obviously should have, is because they're waiting for a top UK team to pop up, so that's good stuff. All right, then.
Weber, don't get Rattlesnake's hopes up.
I gotta go write a letter. Dear Alex Garfield, it would be my dream come true.
Oh, Legia, that's a triple kill with the P250. Just takes down, well, more than half of London Conspiracy. That was an absolutely great angle, and probably shouldn't have been that effective. Tabs and landing headshots as well on PRB. Skirk coming in, but in the corner. Alu jumping and shooting. Otherwise, he probably would have survived that. I think that was actually... I don't think he meant to jump like that, but it's still a good position here from Caseking. 1 bullet on Skirk is going to be enough, and there it is. That's an upset for London Conspiracy. They did not count on the Serbian player to be that strong. Legia just coming out on top of that one.
Dude, like Alu though, man, I bet you it was the rival mouse bug. Where, you know, Rennie, everybody, they always complain, like, it just randomly jumps, man, it just randomly jumps. I bet you that's what happened.
Though, to be honest, I've had my rival since DreamHack Summer or more.
DreamHack Winter?
Last DreamHack Winter, yeah.
Yeah, DreamHack Winter.
I think I stole it there. Legia pushing through underpass and instant flash in to take down Rubino. Mine's never had any jumping issues. I think people are just making excuses here.
Yeah, that was...
Can anybody stop Legia at this point? Because he's just rampaging through underpass. He's controlling the bomb as well. He knows that it's there, so Skirk and Rain can't really do anything.
This is a real problem. Now, Rain is the only man alive. He does manage to catch Tabson out, but it's a 1v3, and Legia has already pushed up to the entrance to the B apartments. Rain has to realize that somebody's going to be waiting around the corner here, though. And he is going to take his time. But Legia gets that angle on him just right, and there you have it.
That's
done, and done.
That's impressive. 3 kills the first round with the pistol, then 3 kills follow up with the AK. Still the double AWP setup in effect here on the mousesports side. And this is obviously, I mean, if London Conspiracy want us to have a really good first half, the best way of doing it would make sure that this double AWP setup almost never comes into play, right? Just be so effective early on that they can't afford it. But that's even too late at this point.
All right, here comes the smoke. Here comes the flashes. Out come LC, and now can mousesports hold? Nades. Oh, they're raining in, and they do some good damage.
Nice shot from Alu, mid-air on Rubino, just picking him off, and the bomb goes down. Actually, all London Conspiracy wanted. Credit to them for doing that, because it's not that easy. They had one smoke on flashbang. The smoke that lands here is the one that allows them to put the bomb down. So huge success. Even though they don't kill anybody, that's well worth it. And if you look at their money, they're going to have full grenades and AKs because of it. Even AWP and Poly. So that one bomb plant gave them a hell of a lot.
That $800 bonus for each player. Lose the round as T-side, as long as you get the plant, you're all right. Or, you know, basically if in an eco situation, it's a big win. And now we got to see what they exactly decide to do. Pauly's going to take it up to A pit, quick peek here, but Alu is already in position and waiting. It's the double op play here for mousesports. They've taken over mid, they've taken over A site, but LC, they're pushing to the one spot that mousesports are not right now on this B site. They've got it totally to themselves.
Yeah, but they don't have the bomb here. This is such an interesting situation. Chris has scoped up, and he's not aware that anyone's crossed over, but now he's probably going to realize as they put up a bunch of smokes, and they're going to walk right in, and Chris is just a little bit too fast on the trigger here. So now, coming up from the A-bomb side, could have been a big opening. If PRP could have got that kill, that could have maybe sold the idea that it wasn't going to be a B push, but Chris catches the bomb crossing over, and now it's just Skirk left.
Wow. I'm just watching Chris, and I'm really impressed. Holy hell.
Oh, Skirk doing a great job, though, and another headshot. That's too quick in a row, and then the spray down battle against Legia to start off with. He's still fairly low on health. He's going to spot out Alu here, looking for the headshot. He's getting flanked as well from Carrigan. He wants to get this bomb in, but he can't go anywhere with it. This is about to end in tears for Skirk, unfortunately. Great effort. Really impressive rifle work there, but it's not good enough. It will be 4-2 anyway.
Well, I was about to say it's a bit of a problem that he can't save the other op to give that over to Chris, but then I looked at the money that mousesports actually have, and, well, they can pretty much do whatever the hell they want at this point, mousesports. They have more than enough money for even another buy here, so this is a fantastic position for them to be in. Mousesports, right now, so long as they can continue holding with 2 guys alive at the end of the round, they'll be fine.
Yeah. That's pretty accurate. A couple of flashbangs here on London Conspiracy. So again, setting up kind of like they did in the pistol. Although without the smoke that's going to land to block Legia off. Or maybe they're going to try and smoke off towards where Chris is holding here. So Molotov on Chris, though. They're going to try and push through. Which is not a bad idea either. If they can run him over. Chris and Legia, they burn 2 people alive. The Molotov, super successful. It's a bit of a Norwegian barbecue going on up in those hallways. And that's another triple kill for Chris. He's now up at 8 and tied with Legia.
Chris is playing very well right now. He's got 8 frags on the board, tied for first with Legia, but he's landing those high-impact kills. I mean, last round, he manages to stop that bomb from getting put down. He catches the man carrying that bomb, drops it at his feet. So at that point forward, there isn't any hope for LC to even get a plant out of the round. So Chris is just getting that job done. And now, quick push into underpass here. Problem is, nobody's here from LC.
Yeah, but they're going to learn a lot. And, I mean, they're going to realize anyway in any second now that this is a standard A push coming in with the smokes and everything else. I think all of you guys already know what we're talking about. Smoke goes off towards Shadow and actually diffuses that, or sorry, extinguishes that. And Molotov, Carrigan waiting right at the edge, trying to play this, but he's going to go down. That's a great opening. Returning is Tabson, and he makes his way just barely out of there. The bomb can't get picked up. Tabson sprays right through, and that really puts a stick in the wheel of London Conspiracy here. Good shot, brings down Alu. It's down to PRB and Poly, and now just PRB here. Can't connect with it. And pretty of a fierce battle that pretty much just went on from it started. There was no break in that assault, but it was mousesports that came out on top.
I'm wondering if LC were actually prepared for that smoke that went down to block off Shadow. Because that definitely slowed them up as far as getting in there, because all of a sudden they didn't know where the Shadow player was, so they had to worry about getting flanked, basically backstabbed if they tried to push through. So that just bought enough time, even if Carrigan doesn't get a frag.
That is such a good opening from Skirk. He just strafed out into the middle and landed almost a running headshot on Alu, who was scoped up with the AWP. So That's what LC need to get back in this game right now. They need Skirk or anybody really just going completely nuts at this point. Rain sprays down tabs and more good follow-ups. And now they just need to play it slow. They have so much time, and they can definitely win this round.
No, they're playing this very well, in large part due to PRB, who's just been sitting up in B apartments. He heard the rotation off. He heard them stomping up short towards the B site, and now they're out of there. LC could potentially just push right up onto that B site. They could count on at least one guy being there, but this is so far working out pretty well for the Norwegians.
Chris going down as well, and yeah, it's working out flawlessly for them. In fact, they're going to realize there's no one in B, and they clean up Carrigan over here, leaving Legia alone. 1 on 5. Skirk just waiting. He should be calling for backup anyway. Just make sure that Legia doesn't get too many one-on-one battles essentially on his hands. And yeah, they're coming up CT spawn. I think Legia probably realizes by now, ooh, this is not a good position. Skirk will find a headshot again. Triple kill for him in the round. Super impressive job by Skirk in this round.
Yeah, and a crucial win there, actually. Going into the 10th round here, LC now have 3 rounds on the board. What we're looking for here, and it was actually mentioned in the chat as well by Kobu, that, you know, this is pretty much a 10-5 map. So mousesports should be picking up another 4 rounds here. LC are looking for the next 2, but they've given themselves a real shot at it now, LC, because not only have they got this round, they've got money in the bank for another buy round here after this one. So
but look at
they can keep some pressure up.
It's double AWP and auto sniper being picked up here. That's pretty absurd. Smoke's raining in to try and prevent all the scoped rifles from connecting, but Carrigan is holding down Mouse 1, as you should when you have an auto sniper in hand, and he instantly picks up a kill. Chris is over here waiting. Are they going to try and flash their way in? I think Chris knows, and PRB goes down and tabs them with the follow-up kill. So, nice idea, I think, from LC, but this time it just didn't work.
Yeah, execution. And that's the real power of the Scar 20 as well. That position is so ridiculously strong. Skirk is going to walk into Chris J, waiting for him patiently on that B site, and now it is just Pauly, last man alive here for LC, working his way in from A pit, but Tabson should be there to stop him from pushing in. Carrigan, though, could be exposed. He's checking all the angles right now. He is going to focus on the pit in the end, and there you go, finds the headshot. So, turns around just in time. But, dude, you got to draw this line.
Well, yeah.
Why the Scar 20 is so ridiculously powerful is if you camp that CT area right there, it's probably one of the most powerful positions for a Scar 20 to even play at. Because if you have an op, you take one shot, that's it. You have to get out, right? You move. Whereas with the Scar 20, you can literally just plant your ass there, hit crouch, and hold mouse 1. And they can try and run out from A pit, but even if you just tag 2 guys, that's worth it. 3 guys, I mean, it's stupidly strong. And
even if they smoke you off, it has almost no impact on your ability to shoot people, even if they smoke you off. So yeah, I think you're absolutely right. That is just crazy good. I mean, the fact is, if you wanted to, you could even take the auto sniper over to the B hallways as well and be pretty effective with it. Yeah, this is just a good map for holding with an auto sniper, really. Yeah, so just a bit of a disconnect. Nobody getting DDoS just yet, so they're going to bring him right back into the game. And we should be good to go. 7-3. You're right, though. London Conspiracy are on their way to a pretty good first half here. I mean, it's just a shame that they couldn't pick up the 3rd round when they won the pistol, because that could have given them so much more.
Agreed. Bit of a missed opportunity there to get momentum going their way. This is just a short pause, guys. Apparently we're live again, so we're just waiting for the GoTV to catch up. But short pause there. We should be back into the flow here. But yeah, LC, I hope they're taking advantage of this pause basically to talk things over and figure out, okay, do we have anything in the magic bag of tricks, you know, that it's time to bust out here that we can make it work?
You know what I'm doing in this pause, Semler?
Do I want to know?
I'm hypnotizing the audience to follow the channel if they haven't already. So just listen to my voice and click the follow button, or even better, actually, the subscribe button. I should have said that. It's a bad hypnosis. Into the 11th round. Maybe they could go for like an AWP or something if they wanted to pick someone off. But I mean, they've been doing all right with the AKs anyway. So actually, I think it's all right for LC not to try and fight all of these snipers. Maybe just smoke them off and then go and put the bomb down and defend that bomb. It's better than trying to fight Alu and Chris in an AWP battle.
Yeah, cross your fingers and hope, right? Chris has been on fire. I mean, so far this game, on overpasses, we saw it as well, but he didn't really favor the AWP. On Mirage, however, CT side, Chris is proving to be a terror. Legia has now pushed himself up into B apartments, though, just going for the hop and skip, just to get that information, see if LC are pushing through. But LC looked like... Wait a second. Looks like it's going to be a B smoke round. This is very cool.
Yeah, and they don't want to get backstabbed, so they left scope behind. It does really annoy me that they have 3 scope rifles and none of them are covering the hallways right here. But Legia's going to try and do it with just a Molotov here. Alu picks up the first kill. Chris waiting for one more. And Legia, I think Chris legged him, and then Rubino burned to death. That was a bit of a given gift there to Legia on his scoreboard. And that's going to be almost over here as it's 1-on-4. Skirk goes down in the middle. Good double from Alu and Legia here. I think Chris pretty should have had one of those kills, but fair enough. That's how it works out. And now London Conspiracy are out of money again.
And back to square one. They try and change it up. I thought that they would try and really go for like a legitimate smoke round, but they only left the one man behind to chuck out the nades and then kind of just went full YOLO and ran through. Only problem is that off from Alu was in position to deal with it. And they had Legia just kind of hopping around there with a rifle. So LC, they really have to be scratching their heads right now going, what can we do? With each site, they're getting pummeled. So does it come down to mid control now? It seems like that's going to be the case here for this pistol.
Yeah, you got to give them credit for continuously trying something here. I mean, they're not just running the same strat over and over and over again, and that doesn't work, but it's pretty tough. I actually wouldn't mind seeing them going for another standard A push, just because there's a whole variety of reasons why that can either work or not work. So, I mean, I think you can be forgiven for trying to smoke off the A-bomb site, like we were talking about earlier, smoking off connector, smoking off CT spawn, and then getting in there. Because if it doesn't work the first time, maybe, second or third time. Well, I think after 3 times, if it doesn't work, you might want to do something else. But we'll see. They have the smokes for it anyway.
No. It seems like that's going to be the case. The gathering up again. Looks like it's going to be that A-smoke round. Yeah,
I mean, actually, right now, Carrigan is in a pretty good position. He's going to be taking off Skirk early on, and that's obviously not cool.
Yeah, that's going to hurt the push. One thing is that mousesports did not see the bomb with that push, but still, this push up, Carrigan already in position to slap Rubino down. He's going to pick up another one. Carrigan finally gets overwhelmed, but the damage is done. Although Alu, great shot, or rather Rain taking out Alu.
Yeah, that was super impressive. Rain really doing a lot of work here, but bomb will go down as well. That's actually really nicely handled. The one thing here is that Chris is coming up from behind, and that is something they really can't count on. Like, there's no way they can expect this from happening, so I'm not sure. Expect it happening. Yeah, I think Chris is going to be the guy winning the round right here. He's going to walk right in, spots Rain, instant kill. PRB now 1-on-3, hiding in shadow, picks up the first one, goes for a spray, and Chris almost lined up. No, he doesn't have a kit.
He's got it.
Okay, he's got it. Oh, can you imagine if they lost one more round on that count?
That would have been... if he had to take one more step. But actually, there's like kits everywhere. It just so happened that Chris didn't have one on him. When you have like 10,000 in the bank, Chris, why are you skimping on a kit? Like, if they lost that round, I would have been pretty frustrated with Chris. I think his teammates would have been as well, because it's just like, you have 10,000 and you don't have a kit? You have to be kidding me.
Kidding me? I see what you did. Well played, Semler. Yeah, but London Conspiracy, bit of an awkward spot for them. 14th round here, spending all their money to just equip themselves. Good grenade, and then Legia down in the underpass is going to do a lot of damage. He didn't even get a kill, even though he got returned on. Still pretty good here. Tabs him with a nice headshot. It's 3-on-4, and London Conspiracy can't lose this round. The first half is going to finish 12-3 in favor of mousesports.
Oh, man, exactly. Well, it's not quite there yet. Let's see, because they could potentially walk out here. Carrigan is the only man holding on this A site right now. Alu isn't too far off, though, in CPL, so we have to see what kind of nades they're going to go for. They only have the one smoke on Rain, so it really is kind of just, where do we throw this smoke? And Carrigan happens to be in a position that's not going to get smoked off if they went for a standard CT smoke.
I was going to say, the only option here is that you smoke or flash Carrigan, because if you don't, you will definitely not win this push. Yeah.
This isn't a common angle for him to be holding. He could potentially just catch them off guard, and there you have it. Easy shot for him.
Rubino wants to follow up. Now it's going to be him alone. Does eventually drop Carrigan. Tries for more, but it won't work out. Chris will find him at the end. So, auto sniper should have been saved again. I think it was. And no... well, actually, more money than I thought here. They have lost a couple of rounds in a row for London Conspiracy, so they can muster some kind of buy. It won't be very impressive, but at least they make it work. And apparently the subscriber hypnosis worked, because 5 more people subscribed in the meantime. Thanks, guys. I was just losing my mind for a moment, but I appreciate that. And are they going to go for a rush here? If they keep rushing, this is going to work beautifully. There's nobody in this bomb site.
Oh, Chris, though.
Oh.
This is an easy flash position, though. They have a couple flashes on LC. It's pretty standard to throw a flash out the window. But there you have it. Just barely blinds him, but he's still not good enough. Chris is going to be able to just manage to land these shots.
Yeah, Smoke trying to help them out. Alu's on the other side, and it's Chris and Alu just AWPing, cross-AWPing going on, and picking apart London Conspiracy. Alu decides it's enough. C-Set 75 will finish the job for him, and Polly goes down, and it's a flawless round. And in the meantime, just to note, Legia and Tabson were actually pushed up from the middle and ran the back route in. So even if they had killed Chris or something like that, the backup would have been there from behind so incredibly fast. 12-3 first half. Semler, this is even better than I thought mousesports would have played on this map. I think they've impressed me at least.
Yeah, agreed, man. This is just so solid. And I was wondering if LC, basically what could happen is that Overpass, sure, mousesports really crush on Overpass. That's LC's pick. And then LC come back on Mirage, but this is a struggle here for LC, even with the man advantage in this scenario.
Somehow Skirk just clicked. Oh, what? Oh, no! That didn't happen. I can't believe it. Now they're going to keep going. London Conspiracy, they want revenge, and this is a nice way of doing it. Pistol round going massively in their favor with some utterly impressive headshots. Chris is going to be dropped as well, and that will be the end of it. What did we just see? That was such a casual click from Rubino, and it worked
beautifully. All right, well, that's the first step. Right? That's the first step to get back into this. LC win the pistol in the second half, and now we have to see. mousesports, they should not be going for anything crazy here. They do decide to sort of half skimp, actually. Alu's going to go for armor and CZ, but the rest of them spending a little bit of money, but nothing too crazy. Chris, just straight Glock for him. No surprise there. I actually wouldn't be surprised to see Chris being used as bait again. Same as on Overpass. Just throw him through the smoke, let him take point, or just line up with Alu and both die. That works too, I guess.
It's a good plan. I like it. I'm going to try and see if they can replicate it down the middle. Rubino, last bullet, is going to pick up the kill, and that's a quick quad kill. Just pretty effective. He's been doing well here in the second half, and it's up to 9 right now. Polly's still lacking a little bit behind, so you kind of wish he could pick up an AWP later on and show us some of that magic, because he actually is pretty good with it. And mousesports, what have they done? They haven't bought anything. Obviously, they didn't get the bomb down, so they're just going to be taking it slowly. Although Chris, yeah, he's still with the Glock, so he really is saving hard for that AWP.
Yeah, he wants that AWP. No, that's no surprise, really, with how effective he's been with it so far. Just save for it. It's not a problem. They have such a huge buffer as far as the rounds are concerned as well. It's still a long way for LC to close out this map and run it back. Alu and Chris, the last two guys alive here for mousesports, trying to take the battle in mid, but LC, man, just dominant so far, pushing forward fearlessly, and that is going to be the 6th round here for LC. Perfect rounds as well. I mean, nigh perfect. Really solid work coming out from LC, so look at their money now. They've got options. If they were to lose a round, they could come back and, well, say, pick up a Scar 20. There you go. Rain. He's got the rifle.
Yeah, I love this decision. I mean, this is really, really good from them. The comeback is going to be so tough. This is not a 12-3 type map, but if it ends up that way, you gotta have a strong start to make that work. Aggressive move in the middle again, even though the smoke goes off, doesn't really do that much. And if Skirk realizes nobody's up here and they hear anything over at A, they're gonna know immediately. And their smoke goes off. Skirk might actually be able to backstab them. The auto sniper, see if it's gonna work for LC as well. And there it is.
Yeah, Raid starting off strong, just holding mouse 1, hits that line, and he could potentially continue this as well. They're trying to work their way out onto this site, but it's still tough here for mousesports. Smokes are about to clear, and everybody is here from LC, and not gonna happen.
Oh, well, they've actually got some good kills, and Rain is going to go down as well. Now, the one big thing is Skirk's actually taken quite a while to get back here. I feel like his timing should have, collided with that whole fight we just saw. And look at Alu, he's even thinking someone could actually come back and backstab us. He's just looking slightly the wrong way. And Chris wants to clear the CT spawn. Skirk is about to hit maybe a really good timing. Walks in, and he's going to spot Alu right here. Easy kill. Now Chris is in an almost unwinnable situation, and he's going to go down. So I think LC lost a lot more members than they should have here, but they win the round, and they don't save the auto sniper. That's actually a big deal.
Yeah, I was about to say, they didn't quite make it to that auto sniper. And then Pauly dropped 7 grand just picking up an AWP. Raiden, okay, there's the auto sniper from PRB. But that's a lot of money that they just spent in that round to get those 2 rifles. Holding on to that auto sniper was pretty crucial there for LC. Still, I love Skirk. He actually, he doesn't go the usual way. If you're going up for the flank, usually you're just going to go up A pit, right? And you could see mousesports were thinking about this, but he goes up in A ops, and we hardly ever see that, actually, for the flank.
Tech 9 in the middle. The Shrek 9 comes out finally with a kill, but you're right. In the end, Skirk did manage to save his team, and Alu down here, not going to pick up a second kill. So again, London Conspiracy coming out of these anti-eco rounds with just a lot of people alive. I mean, Skirk starts out that round with $12,650, so just enough money to pick up an AWP or an auto sniper and spread the wealth a little bit here. So 12-8. Now it's only a 4-round difference.
Slowly but surely. That's what's really crazy about Mirage is, you know, if you get that strong, it's kind of like Dust 2 almost. When you get that strong CT start, man, it's tough to turn that around. But Mouse, they found the entry and they've done a lot of damage to Poly and Rubino both. Rubino going back for more, and he actually gets the kill, but then Legia's there to get the refrag. Solid team play there from mousesports.
Yeah, and that's going to cause a bit of an issue now, because actually, well, Rain does get that kill, and that's very, very important. The thing about these both the AWP and the auto sniper, is that as good as they are at defending, they're not exactly great weapons to try and retake a bomb site with. So, if the bomb goes down and you're smoked off and you want to try and jump through the smoke, you generally don't want an AWP or an auto sniper doing it. Rain trying to just buy some time. Poly's going to come in. He's very low on health. One grenade, and they do have a grenade. Could finish him right here.
Plant is going to happen, though. He's got good coverage here by his mates with that smoke. Legia there to watch their back once again. He's got to be careful. He doesn't want to wait too much time.
The Molotov is going to buy a little bit of time. PRB, he might have to be the man leading this retake here. He's in connector just waiting. Tabson down by the window room. He's going to spot the gun barrel and takes down Poly. Is he going to wait? He's not going to try and knife him. Surely not Tabson. He wants to see more people. And no, Tabson screws it up. That is such a big mistake. Good kill from Legia here and a follow-up onto Poly, so maybe it doesn't matter in the end. But Tabson is never going to live that down. He's going to go for the straight defuse here, and somehow... No, I don't think there would have been enough time anyway. Legia is going to get the triple. That was a crazy move by Tabson. That almost could have cost him the round.
That was really close to costing him that round right there. Because that LC can come barreling up. If these mates miss those shots, they don't manage to shut out LC, Tabson would be... you would be kicking yourself for that. That's really brutal.
Yeah, with 40,000 people watching, you really don't want to make those mistakes. Oh, it didn't cost him the round at the end, but that would have been so scary.
Way too close there.
Yeah, it was very close, wasn't it?
Especially with Legia missing the shots on the AWP to stop the defuse. I was just like, is this really going to happen? But LC, Lady Luck, she didn't favor him that time.
Oh, Rain, if they go for this push in here, he's going to have to do so incredibly well. This is going to be really tricky. Smokes are going to be flying in again. Mousesports just sticking with this A push. Rubino maybe could help out, but there's a good chance he's going to get smoked off. Good Molotov here from Rain. That's perfect. And Rubino takes a fight with a little bit too many people. He's going to go down. Rain is now in a very bad spot. They know exactly where he is, and they're going to be jumping down all around him here. He goes for the first kill, but he's going to get taken down, and still advantage with Mousesports right now. It's not over yet for LC, though.
No, far from it. They still have... I mean, Tabson is still only on 5 HP. He's the bomb planner right now. There's a Molotov. There's an HE. They've got nades to work with. Poly's going to try and work his way through. However, he's still waiting in connector with PRB coming in from CT. But they can't find the angles fast enough.
If they could just get a grenade in the back here, and there it is. Tabson is gone. Revenge from last round. And that is going to be Alu and Carrigan left here. 2-on-2. That was a perfect touchdown grenade. And Carrigan is actually running down to slope. He's going to have to... Hopefully they're not defusing just yet. Alu's going to try and shoot his way out. PRB's just holding it down. He's going to keep holding it down, and he's going to be successful. Great retake. Poly with the triple, the grenade, and then the follow-up 2 kills, M4 and pistol. What great job.
Sick hold by Poly. And that faith from PRB. He didn't come off of that bomb. He could have come off of that bomb. Gotten a little worried there with Alu, you know, trying to pressure from apartments, but he just had faith in his teammate to hold down that position on the map, and just great overall play there by Poly, stopping the A pit push, and then keeping Alu from getting out of apartments to stop the defuse. Yeah. That's, you know, sometimes, man, it's like you gotta have that faith. You gotta believe in your teammates, or nothing's gonna happen.
Yeah, maybe you do. Grenade follow-up here. PRB sprays down everybody who wanted to try and come into this bomb site. It's a nice idea, especially because Alu got the opening frag. If they just kill PRB quick enough, they could probably get in and get the bomb down, but then that's the end of it. So it's going to be 10-13 here. And I think Mousesports could have handled that after-plant situation a lot better in the last round. But gotta give some credit to LC. Even they're really putting up a struggle here, considering they got three rounds in the first half. They're definitely off to a fantastic start here at the second half of this map.
Yeah, they're really running it back. I mean, the comeback is real on this one here. They've won a lot of crucial rounds that have allowed them to close the gap, and now really it's not that much work left for them. 10-3, this is manageable on CT's side. mousesports, they need to still get 3 rounds, and let's take a look right now. The money is still there for LC as well. It's a bit touch and go, but they have 3 guys who can full buy in the next round and even drop a rifle for a mate. So mousesports need to win that consecutive round, basically, to have a shot at taking this.
Right now, mousesports push actually on a timer because they're getting backstabbed. They open up on Rubino. That's a big kill. The rain goes down as well. Oh no, Lone Conspiracy. This was about to be the perfect round for them because Polly was coming up from behind and he pushed super early on down in underpass. He would have had such a big opening, and now instead, it's very tough for them to win this position, and now it's actually just impossible. Polly, he's probably going to get hunted. He can't even really make it out of here. Carrigan's got him boxed in. That was some of the most unfortunate timing for the Norwegian team. If mousesports had played that round 5 seconds slower, Polly would have probably been able to backstab them in the middle of that push, and it would have just crumbled for them. Oh, man.
They definitely heard him. They definitely heard that. Chris J at least should have been able to hear that step. Let's see, though. Carrigan, I mean, basically, they're going to try, and they will find him in the end. Polly trying to get fancy with the HE. But he has no way of knowing that they're all closed in behind him like that. He has nowhere to go. So mousesports now 14 rounds. They need to hold here. If mousesports want to take this map, they have to win it right here. Because if they do, just look at the state of the economy for LC. They don't have anything left after this round.
Well, it's really tricky, isn't it? If they lose this round, then mousesports could pretty finish the game. And that would be really sad considering how well the Norwegians have been playing here in the second half. Skirk, just hoping, waiting, trying to time it in his head, but he's just a little bit too early with this spray down there. Not going to catch anyone. Auto sniper on Rain though might be perfect if Tabson goes through.
Let's see, he's got that positioning. Could be murderous on short as well. Bit of a nade to try and stop things, but it's going to be Polly to pick up the first frag. Chris J is down on short. The bomb is making its way through B apartments, and they have to crush through here, mousesports. 2 guys ready to hold, and a 3rd one rotating in. LC have got this one. They can hold this.
They definitely can. Tabson Molotov in the wrong corner there. Skirk is actually going to get that kill even though he's so low on health. He survives on 8. And the rest just get cleaned up. So perfect round almost here from London Conspiracy. Good job on their part. 14-11. And now it's mousesports' turn to probably eco. I mean, they can afford to go for an eco. They don't really have to force up. Because at that point, and then they can start throwing in a little bit more into it. But actually, at this point, it really matters how many people mousesports kill in their anti-ecos. Because if London Conspiracy start coming out of these rounds with 4 or 5 members alive, that's going to be painful. That could mean overtime in the end.
Exactly. Oh, well, let's see here. Right now, this is shaping up to be a perfect hold from LC. Polly gets dropped to half, but he's still here. Rubino will be there to shut it down. But hey, guess what? That's not where the action's happening. They've managed to sneak their way out onto the A site, and Olu gets the drop on Rain. mousesports with the big fake leg. It catches the rotation. What is going on?
Oh,
mousesports.
It just skipped a couple of frames. They just stole that again. I'm sorry, the GoTV does this sometimes. Legia and Alu just plain stole that round from London Conspiracy, because you're right. That was shaping up to be a perfect hold. PRB and Skirk or Rain over here just instantly cleaned up everything coming through, but that bomb plant and the 2 CSET 75 kills were apparently enough. Oh my god.
That makes a difference. And now we have to look. Skirk is going to get insta-killed. Tabson with the headshot there. Refrag from Legia as well as Tabson gets taken out. mousesports maintaining that man advantage, and Legia still staying alive here, although not for long. Rubino does hunt him down.
Yeah, Rubino's got the bomb covered, but he loses Rain on his team, and Polly only has a mag 7. Rubino's going to walk in an instant kill from Chris, and I think this probably ends it, because what's Polly going to do with a mag 7 and no defuse kit, no grenades to try and retake it? He's going to run into the middle and pick up a rifle. That's a good job, Bill. It's a good idea, but might not be enough.
Yeah, now comes the hard work. 1v3. I mean, Olu and Chris J are very low, but he still has to deal with the Scar 20 and an AWP. If he shows himself at all, he is gone.
Yeah, hiding in the back here, spots out Alu. It's a pretty good kill to start off with, but he's being wrapped around. Chris is right behind him. It's a matter of time now, and Chris will end it. 16-11. 23 kills from Chris at the end. And mousesports are going to take it 2-0 over London Conspiracy. So, I mean, good job on that part. Pretty tough match for London Conspiracy.
Yeah, that was a brutal match. You expected it to be a little bit closer, at least overpass, right? For mousesports to run right through LC. That was a definite shocker. But LC, man, they came so close. It's just that mousesports somehow find a way to win an eco round, and that just shatters everything for LC at the end. So, and also just mousesports, their CT side of Mirage is so refined. Like, they really do have this map down as one of their best, just flat out best in their repertoire.
Yeah, pretty impressive stuff. So that means our next game is going to be Virtus Pro versus London Conspiracy, right?
Yeah, now we have to work out real quick on the scheduling, guys, so we're going to take a look at that. Need to make sure that everything is good, but we should be progressing as planned. 2030 should be the next best of 3. So we're going to have a little bit of a break, but at 2030 we should have our next best of 3 here on the stream.
Super cool. So actually, in that break, guys, if you want to stick around and watch a couple of ads, we'll really appreciate it. Don't forget to go to facebook.com/Caseking Gaming, and we will set up here with London Conspiracy and Virtus Pro. Afterwards, we're going to do a couple of giveaways. One of these BitPhoenix Flow headsets, also a CPU cooler from Alpenfrin, and we're going to give away 2 items tonight as well for our lovely subscriber team. So I will look at what items I've got left in my inventory, and then we'll give some of those away later. So stay tuned, listen to a bit of music, and then we will we'll be right back, I promise.